go a lot of business. We can able to go to church. Not only day church, but we can go to night church also.
All right, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a blessed day.
You too, George. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection. Good morning. All right. If we get a little space, you can shed some light on this issue that our listener online has raised. The difference between knowing that God exists and believing that He exists.
Okay.
Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection.
Good morning, Lady of Beauty, and how is the great man today?
Good morning, Lady Love. How are you? What's on your mind today?
I heard you praying and saying that we should love our neighbors. But you know, I saw a man outside and he was telling me some bad things about his enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you have to love your enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. Pray for them that despitefully use you and persecute you, so that you can be the child of your Father in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you need to feed your enemy. And he said, with a long spoon. That I've never seen that in the scripture.
That's eating with the devil. That's for eating with the devil.
With a long spoon. Okay. That's what he said.
Right.
It's not scripture, but...
So we must not only love our neighbors, you start practicing there, but we have to love our enemies.
So how did he receive
And when
it?
somebody says something nasty to us, we greet them with a blessing.
How did he receive all this bountiful goodness from you?
Well, he stopped talking. He didn't say anything more.
Well,
So-
that's progress.
As we talk about the love that we're having, we have to let people know that forgiveness, it plays a great role with love. But the first thing that comes is love.
Well,
And
you
when
know,
we start shining our light and sending that love out there, then we will start seeing differences.
I hope you love the fact that the engineer found one of your songs.
He did. Did you play it?
Yes.
But that tell me now, say you never listen.
I was on the road, you know.
No
when I'm on the
excuse.
road, I don't have a radio to listen.
Listen, there is no excuse. If you know what we went through to play that song and you never listened.
Which one did you play?
What was it again?
Love.
Something, yeah.
The one about
Let's
love.
spread love. Okay.
Let's spread love,
Well,
yeah.
that
Yes.
song, if all of us start singing that and let the children know it, what a difference will be in Jamaica.
But I wanted you to know that we went to a great length and some great technical feats were performed to get
You
your
mean you
song.
had to perform an operation there?
Well, more like a miracle. We did find a CD player.
Okay, but we...
And he did
so you
what was
played the
necessary.
CD, but the songs are there on digital as well.
Well, not accessible, not immediately accessible. Let's put it that way. Because I know you said you sent it by email, but the engineer does not have it. Couldn't find it, whichever.
Oh.
But did find the CD because you left one when you came to pick up your mug. So I only say it so you know that we love you because we went on to some great lengths to play the song just for you. And I'm sorry you missed it.
Well, I'm sorry I missed it too, but I had to be on the road and so forth. Sometimes I'm
Priorities.
just fast out there.
Priorities.
work
But
all
I guess you are spreading love wherever you go.
We
so.
have to do that. And when I call somebody, and before we get off the line, I said, I love you, but guess what? That love doesn't mean to go to bed. You hear? And they would laugh, and say, I love you too.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So we start talking like that. However, the lady you're supposed to talk to,
Yes.
I was going to talk to you offline on it again.
Yes, so I could get her number. You could give her number to one of the engineers or to Jody before we part today.
So you can put me onto one of them?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Because, okay.
So I can be reminded.
Yes, beautiful lady.
Yeah.
And all our listeners out there, what a wonderful day we have.
Okay.
Speak it into being. All right. Thank you very much. So please just take the number from her for me. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection.
Hello, good morning and welcome.
Thank you, Neville.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Morning. Good morning, Pastor. Morning to your listeners and your valuable callers. Suggestions are putting on the table.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I have some formulas that I use to do my work, you see? And one of my main formula is that money never dead until the person dead. So I will work for you free, you know. Just work for you and build you up. And when you see the fruits of the labor and what you can produce, when you start earning money, then you can consider me. That's one of my formula. So like in my community where I live in Portmore here now, I live in Independence City. Hello?
Yes, man, I'm listening.
I have a program in Independence City. When I come off the road in the evening, likewise back to school now, I have 10 households that I check to make sure that the children, they know what they're doing. If they get any homework that they can't manage, I help them through it and make sure that they can go to bed and sleep comfortable knowing that their homework is done and checked.
So is it usually the same 10 households, or you have a rotation system that covers a certain neighborhood?
Rotation that covers my neighborhood.
Okay.
So like those who did CSEC, look at CSEC the other day. Results came out on Monday, right? 37% of the Caribbean children pass mathematics. 63% of them fail. That's a very serious indictment on the Ministries of Education in the region, you know?
Say it again. It's not only we alone.
No, the whole region, the Caribbean is on fire. Pastor, the Caribbean region is one of the most indebted regions in the world.
Neville,
come on to owing money.
Neville, can you pause and let's just do a station break, please? I got the signal a while ago. Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
A difference you can hear. A difference you can feel.
Best FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
People, are you listening? If you choose to remain at home after an evacuation order has been issued, you do so at your own risk. Get down! Get down! Heed the warning!
Looking to clean your vehicle super clean? 123 Clean Car Wash, located at 2 1/4 Osborne Road, Kingston 10. Entrance on Grove Road, below Tropical Battery. They wash and vacuum, undercarriage wash, engine wash, polish and compound, shampoo and detailing. Call them at 876-631-3400. 123 Clean Car Wash, the best in the business for a cleaner wash.
1, 2, 3, believe me, it's so easy. 1, 2, 3.
Veteran Printers for all your printing needs. We specialize in calendars, flyers, brochures, and more. Call us today at 968-7506. That's 968-7506. Or visit us at 4 East Bloomsbury Road, off Hagley Park Road. Veteran Printers, your best choice in printing.
For a better choice in all your electrical supplies, A, authorized 3M dealer and better brand names. B, better service including free island-wide delivery. C, all major credit and debit cards accepted. It's ABC Electrical Sales, shop number 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We make your electrical jobs as easy as ABC. Call 754-382-528 or fax 754-3659. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice.
The Morning Connection is not your usual talk show. We aim to stimulate discussion and chart new paths to self-empowerment. So please join us, Minette and Percy, on The Morning Connection, Mondays to Thursdays, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Best 100 FM.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
Good morning and welcome back. Neville, my brother, please continue.
Yeah, yes. So I'm just telling you that that's one of the formula I use. Another formula that I use is where I tell my clients that this is not where you live, it's how you live. Like during the summer while I was doing my summer project, I let the parents know that rubbish, when your child wake up in rubbish and they see this rubbish on the road and all over the yard in front of them every day, it damages their self-esteem. So we have to have cleaner environment. So just tell the people, if you're walking on the road and you see anything on the road, take it up and throw it in a rubbish pan. Children going back to school now, don't let them come back from school and see the same rubbish that they passed when they were going into school. Everybody need to take turns and sweep up them gateway and keep the environment clean.
Mm-hmm.
That will solve a lot of problem in the minds of the children. Because, Pastor, listeners, this minute.
Yes.
Those who are getting $300,000 a month now for their salary, they said a monkey money that, you know. So what you find is that at the top end of the scale, because of the inflation, the 300,000 man I tell the government and in private sector say want more. But at the bottom of the scale, there's nobody looking out for the $9,000 man. And they don't eager to give the $9,000 man any more money because them say if you give them more money, it will cause inflation. So where can we get a balance now so that the people at the bottom can live off their 9,000? A lot of voluntary work will have to be done. A lot of us will have to give back something to our community. Just give it back.
Free of charge.
Unconditional love.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Jesus was talking about, you know.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Good to hear it from you, Neville.
Good. Yes. Go ahead, Neville. I'm listening.
Pastor, I want to ask you a fundamental question. I want you to tell me the truth.
We can answer the question first, but anyway, when I answer a question, I seek to speak the truth. Go ahead, my brother.
How dangerous is a lie to God?
Very dangerous.
And you get punishment for that.
Yeah, but it's not dangerous to God. God can't be endangered. It's dangerous to man.
Yeah, because...
this I mean dangerous to man. So if you tell a lie, you can't get away with that lie.
Mm-hmm. And if you keep telling the lie, after a time you become deceived.
You become deceived.
Yes, and deception is the worst thing that can happen to you. Because remember that is when the enemy deceived Eve. If you follow that interaction, it's a lie. Him tell something nearly goes up, but it wasn't the truth. Did God really say? Begin to question, told a lie. And then it led to all of the other things. And we have continued to believe that. So it's not good for us. It's not good. It don't affect God enough, but it's not good for us. Because my mother said, if you tell a lie, you have to always remember what you said. But if you speak the truth, you are set free.
Thank you. So we have to stop telling one another's lie, yeah?
And speak the truth, yeah, man.
Yeah, and tell one another the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Like that truth I will never tell the people them now.
Mm-hmm.
There's no political solution for Jamaica's problem, yeah?
Okay.
We have got to help our one another using unconditional love.
Mm-hmm.
And if you, like in Independence City, you know, you have a lot of boy child who has been abandoned by their parents for one reason or another. And you know, I take up 5 of them right now and decide, say, I'm going to help them every day. And you know, some people, you know what they call me, all a guy around the road, you know what him call me? Mac and Jeremy and say, me a Ali Button.
Mm-hmm. That's all right.
That's all right.
That's all right. We get called that all the time, but we are okay because that's what will bring change and transformation.
Now, when Jesus was walking with his 12 disciples, and these 12 disciples had to be swordmen to guard Jesus because of the things that he was doing for the poor, that a lot of rich people didn't like because they don't want to empower the poor.
Mm-hmm.
Don't all Peter have a cut off man his feet?
Yeah, he did that, yeah. And Jesus said to him, no, that is not what my kingdom is about. Yeah.
Put away the sword.
Put away the sword, yeah. Because that had to happen for now, but it has truly changed in terms of the transformative power of the message of what happened since he died. Yeah.
Well, there's a poll out this morning from a certain radio station that is connected to the government.
Yes.
And that poll is telling the government that most of its supporters think that the government is corrupt.
Okay.
And that majority of Jamaican people now, over 55%, think that the government of Andrew Holness is corrupt. How dangerous is corruption in God's sight, Pastor?
Very, very corrupt. Very, very. He don't like it, he hates it.
And can corruption lead the people to the promised land?
It cannot. Yeah.
Well, we have to go solve our problem using our own domestic formula.
Yeah.
And stop tell one another lie. And help one another in a business what name them call you. Because at the end of the day, by 2050, most of it dead. And now come back.
All right.
And those who are going to be here have to make it a place.
And it's all. And it's
name can still call as a legacy.
There you go.
Jesus' name is called as a legacy today.
And absolutely. And how there's some names that you only hear it when people want to make an example of something bad. Neville, I don't want you to hang up because someone left their number with us for you. I just want you to stay and speak with the engineer for me.
All right.
All right. Yes, thank you very much, my brother. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Good morning, caller. Welcome. Okay, but what is instructive about what Neville has said? The first thing is taking responsibility for ourselves. That we bring about the change. We talk about a revolution. Revolution is about change, a real change on the ground level. And if the people on the ground are loving each other, serving each other, doing things to uplift my neighbor. As the word of God says, loving your neighbor as you love yourself out of fear for God. It changes everything. It changes the whole fabric of our society,
And it's why we're talking about knowledge of God.
Yeah.
Because if you have that knowledge, you will know how to use it and apply it to get the change that you desire, and so on. I love what Neville was saying this morning.
Yeah, about the thing. And well, we never said a poll.
We talk about. I was drawn to the question posed by our listener online because yes, because it talk about a belief being based on a system, and knowledge, or the knowledge of the reality of God being of a higher order than just based on belief.
It has to be.
But understand that when you say belief is a system, it's not to say that belief is unreliable or lacks credibility. It just means that the system by which you have come by your belief is as important to the credibility of the knowledge you have acquired as the knowledge itself.
Yeah, but
because when we believe something, it is how we feel about the knowledge that is tied up in the belief. A lot of people make a distinction about the things that we say we believe, which is based on observed data and conclusions that have credibility in accordance with a system of acquiring and testing knowledge.
Yeah, but beyond that,
the knowledge of God
and who He is,
and
what He has done, and what He has said, is the basis of your faith.
But that knowledge is through the revelation of the Spirit of God.
Right.
And that is intensely personal, intimate, private, and once you know it, and you don't let anybody disturb you.
Yeah, but beyond the... Go ahead, caller. But
Good morning.
The personal. Go ahead. Welcome, caller. How are you?
Morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm here.
Yes. What's on your mind today?
place listener long time now, man Bamlin still.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm here giving thanks.
What's happening on the ground with you?
Well, I'm just hanging in there and listening, because never is at I can't find a 100 guy like me.
You won't call him a saint. What he just shared this morning, I mean, Pastor and I were just looking at each other like, okay, preach, Neville.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he has a system.
Yeah, he has something.
But he shared it, He shared it because he's recommending that persons step into their own situation with that confidence and readiness to share as the basis of growth and wealth and building. Right. And hey, I couldn't have said it better myself. It's what I do also.
Right. And that's what we need.
That's what we need. Yeah. So when you listen to what Neville say, do you see how you could apply it in your own life and situation?
He's a person like that, He's a person like that.
So he was singing to the choir there.
A lot of guys need help and give them football and them sing the family,
And it is
around some elder where used to do those things, and I don't know, but we lost it somewhere down the line, between the 80s and coming up to the 90s. But we can't change that paradigm right now.
Of course, right now.
And every time I hear Neville in those, give me
him fire you up
and straighten you.
Yeah, and give me chance, make me, and I'm
man.
Respecting,
Yeah.
We need more people like this.
Yeah, more people in our communities to do it. You know why?
Thank you, Pastor. Thank you.
Yeah, because my brother, if more people, especially with what is happening with the crime and the violence and the perpetuators of it, is young men, Is young men, And I remember somebody shared a story with me about somebody was a top shotter in a community, and he wasn't older than 17. And the person said, him interact with him, and him say, what he want? Him say, boss, what I want is a pair of pants, 2 pair of pants, and 1 shoes. Because I want to think that, yes, man. Because we never shoes. Yeah, as simple as that. And somebody who said to me, there's a different way. And when I heard it, my brother, it broke my heart. Because at that point in time, I say, we talk about a thing, but it is about simple love of that young man who probably no growing no father, nobody who business about him. He becomes a part of a gang, but because in the gang, him feeling people care about him and him can't think. And it's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. And so there's a call that is going out, I believe, to those of us who are in our communities. So the thing, I said, boy, I'm not talk to him because he's too far gone. But it just takes a word of encouragement, of change to say, no, you can do better. I believe in you. Yeah, man, because that's what we need. That's what we need. So in a different way. But you can only show people a different way by walking with them, which is what Jesus did. Yeah. Show the man a different way of doing things, So you be encouraged. Continue to do what you're doing within your community. And I hope, like you, other people, male and females in the community, are joining and link with you and say, we can do it. We are taking responsibility for this piece of the rock. This piece of rock that we live in, and don't lock up in our and become afraid.
And people don't realize excuse for working. This place is one of the most blessed places in the world. People don't realize that.
And it will continue to be so.
Yeah.
I don't want you to hang up. I think we've lost some of our numbers for the persons who are in the 1660 program. And we're just about mobilizing now to be out on the street. Can you just give your number again to, I'm going to ask Eden to take your number. Please, we lost some of our the information we had for that program.
Right now?
Yes, right now. She's going to take it from you now. And you have a blessed day. You soon get to meet Neville personally.
Okay.
All right.
All right, then.
Yes.
Blessing.
Just hold on. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection.
Yeah, pleasant good morning, Sister Millie.
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
Yeah, man. I'm blessed. Good morning. Pleasant good morning, Pastor, everyone.
Righteousness. Blessings.
Yeah, man. Blessed. Righteousness. And that we need. Righteousness we need. Because when righteousness increase, evil decrease. So you get peace. Because even now, right now, the youth, them, as the little age group where Pastor talking about. Yeah, because, I'm full of the youth, them, because you want now. Me encounter with every daily me them around them and know things and see and know. You see, so you right now, you know, just ordinary and it's not easy at all, but you want me to stop the war before you break out. Because when a youth lose his mother and his sister and his brother, and then you see the enemy apart, whoever, even when you join peace. You know, see, so I have to say, but right now, before this thing get out of hand, we look at petty war, I see, we can go to and end up in a big where people are dead. You could have, then slam body, nip it nine board from early. Could have, but two people want to see who can win the fight. I want to win the fight today. The fight nobody done. That man, see you back again. And then afterward, brother start involved and then killing start. You understand? So any little petty warriors can cut in, man. Before you start, nobody watch who can cut them more. You know, I'm not proud in evil. I don't want to see who can cut them more. I don't watch them do me cutting on them thing there. And even sometimes, if we can't stop it, I'll say it done. But walk well. If I don't want to hear who can cut better, who can have nothing to do with it. That can't make me better.
But I know that it sometimes poses a threat to people's safety to intervene when things are brewing in the street like that. But are you seeing more people taking an interest to quell argument and quash things before it reach knife point or gun point?
No, I'm not really see more people do that because Saturday they have a 10 times to go after the day. And at least the thing I run into they come like I don't mind say about them start use it in a background and thing there and all night. Then some people not here.
They still, yeah.
When a man kill a brother, that's why I tell you, stop it from early. That's them to do. So when they kill a brother now and then he go and your sister and your mother. Talk to them man they know.
Yes, the more it escalates, the harder it is to stop it. The older they get, the harder it is to curb them. But righteousness. I mean, I know you're a man in the streets too. We just need to see more persons being brave enough to throw water on a hot situation before it becomes it reach flashpoint. Because
You know what? You see, even some of the places where you see have some house, but then say we fix up the house and then where they.
Yes.
Even when you fix up the house and put them in an upstairs high-rise building, it's not 1 or 2 high-rise building. We have a car, not high-rise building special. But if you're in a high-rise building and upstairs house and if the art not clean,
same behavior.
And the same thing.
Same behavior. Yes.
Yeah, we have to name no community, but more than one community with high-rise building there.
Yes.
And the place look clean, and you them dangerous same way.
Yeah.
So put in a big house and a nice house, not change the mind. Yes, it's the art, because even Proverbs 4 tell you, it's the art, verse 23. The art, as it's clean, you have to put God in the youth them art. Put righteousness, put love in the youth them art.
You're making such an important point, my brother, because we see solutions being proffered in some communities to put in new housing projects and to answer with housing because we know the situation, the infrastructure is poor. But if you really don't retrain the people, they're just going to revert to type here. Thank you for that contribution, Righteousness.
Yes,
it begins in the mind. Love, my brother.
Okay.
Thank you.
Righteousness, yeah.
Good morning. All right.
Yeah, but
I tell you, that point there was
on the button.
Yeah.
Because that's what we've been saying. Change heart, and you change a lot of things.
But it's also saying, while we know there's a need for housing and some other infrastructural things. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are we?
We are well.
Okay. I was just about to make that same suggestion that I read, just about to make.
Yes.
Art,
Yes.
and just the same way where you clean up and sweep up your house. So even if you live under a house is actually not a home, are two different something.
Yeah, home and house, that's true. That's correct.
Man can live under a tree, but if you live under a tree, you see if you sweep it regular, people are passing no say
that's your home. Better. Oh yes.
Understand?
Yeah.
So a house is not actually a home, and at the same way, some people don't understand the level of the cleanliness is godliness, because sometimes God will come in your yard with the blessing, but you owe your yard stay in turn back.
Why think him turn back? Why think him turn back?
Because I can't bother going to that nasty yard then.
Okay, all right.
So you clean the yard and make sure and prepare it. Just like your heart, you clean your heart and you prepare it. That's when he come. He not turn back. Can we turn back?
Well, if you follow that argument, then we would not have received what Jesus Christ gave to us, because it says, while we were yet, now look upon him, he come, sinners, he came. So him recognize. Yeah, but
Pastor is saying that the yard was really dirty.
The dirty is true, if you can put that a word. But he came, but it is now. Are you in a place that you can recognize that you can receive what it is he is given to you?
But God is not turned off by our sinfulness.
No, I'm not turned off.
We know that. I get the point you're making. That.
Yeah. And then again,
yes.
No one, no bad, Empress.
You see now?
It's a level of energy. You understand? You see the man, the daughter, them with the bad man and bad one, You see them ever decide, one of them did, them turn and decide for good. Hardly anyone good like them either.
Yeah.
It's all channel the energy.
Yeah. So you got there, because I feel your heart. I know what you're really saying. We can be in a state of confusion and disrepair and mess, as Pastor say, but the heart is seeking to escape it and to find something better, and that energy will find its counterpart and do something good with it. And again, you have some people who spick and span and crisp and clean and nice and neat, and you've not seen a better place, but they've only spent time on the outer shell to give a certain impression, and it really is a trap. And if you go near it, you can tell that is not where you're gonna find your home. So So we get it.
I was in a New Kingston. Just happened to come up when this youth who applying for this man have this big mansion up in Beverly Hills, and over there I was bridging Lucky and Rich, and the man standing there listening to him, and just as I come up, Empress, the man said to him, say, you know how me get that house, say you have one? I'm only going to the rest of the story. You understand?
Yes.
You got to walk away when they tell him, say, oh, him get it, oh, you also have one of them.
Yes. Work it.
Yeah. I teach my children, say, never you grudge anyone.
And yes.
But you don't know where they do
you might not be prepared to do
that. Forget that.
That's true.
Exactly. Understand, Empress. You don't know. And the same anxiety where the man who work $300,000 or $1 million a week. At the same anxiety, the man will have $1 a week. At the same anxiety,
of course.
Because whereas she meditate, he meditate, they must have a $10,000 a month for them go through. The rich man must have meditate $10 million a month. So
same anxiety.
Upon the same anxiety.
Oh yeah, yes.
I know difference on what them, where they might are the same thing. I just pose them a pose. And now for the people when you see a drive and in them car, I know them own it, I bank. And the house and them own it, I bank.
Yep. All true. Mind you.
I sit down and listen and I said, because I wasn't about to call. I said, no, okay.
You couldn't resist it.
You couldn't resist the temptation.
Yeah, but you know, and to what Righteousness was saying, the note he ended on is something that is worth thinking about a little bit. When we are planning solutions to bring about change, we have to give equal attention to what's going on in the mind as what's going on with the body. You put a man in a house, but if the mind is of a certain order, in no time at all, the house becomes a dustbin or a garbage heap. As he was saying, there are many high-rise buildings, and they're not what you would expect them to be. So.
Yeah, and just true, you get a green card. If you vote this out, then you get a green card. When you vote this, you vote this.
You'll be a worthless man with a green card. Yes. So, thank you, brother. Give thanks.
Yeah. You know, even.
Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection.
Hi, morning.
Morning,
sir.
I'm online.
Yes, you
sir.
are.
Yes, you are.
Welcome.
Let me say, I'm so excited to hear your voice again.
Okay.
Well, you made us excited too.
I want to say hello to you and Pastor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am not well right now. I'm one of your long-time tough caller. I'm one of your long-time caller.
Yes.
This is Governor.
Okay, Governor.
Welcome back, Governor. You haven't been doing well.
I want to remind you who I am. I was the person that called in sometime last year when the Prime Minister called that you locked down the country. And
yes.
And you went up in a tree and called us.
Yes.
I remember you well.
Yes, man. And them listen to what you said, boss.
They heard you.
Yes, I know. And you also assist me other people in the country. Thank you.
Okay, Governor.
Well, God bless you.
I don't know my credit stay, and I said that I'm sick on the doctor treatment, so I'm not speaking intelligent as I want to.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First, I want to say to you that I had a problem with the Maypen Hospital.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The Maypen Hospital is into a shambles. First to comment, I went down there, and the people that's over the clinic, they are suffering because they had to go to the clinic at Denby Crescent Road. Mm-hmm. And they lined up from 5 o'clock and 4 o'clock to see, for the gate to pull 8 o'clock in the morning. When the gate pull, they have to line up again another hour or two in the sun before they see the doctor. All right. I went down there because I sick and they had to rush me off to the doctor so I can pay my way through. And it was just a crisis in the line in the sun. So I told the nurse that I won't keep this line anymore. And I have to get through after 2 hours waiting the line. So the people then break away from the line, but many know me, and we stand off.
Yes.
All right. About a half an hour after that, or an hour, they order back the line and call the police.
What?
In a crisis country like this, when they call the police, there were 2 police come by and you could see they are marksmen. Their gun is on their hip way down to the knee.
Yes.
They were smiling. The doctor himself had to leave her office to give out the ticket because the people are frustrated. Anyhow, the doctor speak to, all right, doctor, while giving out the ticket, sorry, I'm sick, so I'm not speaking straight.
All right, here's what I'm going to ask you to do, Governor. We got the signal to take a station break. I'm going to ask you to give your number to the engineer while we take the break, and I will call you back. I will do it myself.
I'll be waiting in the street for that. Thank
yes.
you.
Okay, because I want to hear what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I'll wait.
Okay.
A difference you can hear, a difference you can feel.
Best FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
One and one.
Hurricane we name, and we rough, whether we are man hurricane or woman hurricane. We want you to know that we come here to mash up building, blow down things and just like flood out this. We no ram, we no respect no one, so no take no chance with we. Listen to Hot Prem and prepare.
Hurricanes do happen, so be prepared. Yes, be prepared.
A message from the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management. For a better choice in all your electrical supplies, A, authorized 3M dealer and better brand names. B, better service including free island-wide delivery. C, all major credit and debit cards accepted. It's ABC Electrical Sales. Shop number 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We make your electrical jobs as easy as ABC. Call 754-382-528 or fax 754-3659. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice.
Veteran Printers for all your printing needs. We specialize in calendars, flyers, brochures, and more. Call us today at 968-7506. That's 968-7506. Or visit us at 4 East Bloomsbury Road, off Hagley Park Road. Veteran Printers, your best choice in printing.
Half a tree, one and drive, half a tree. Bossy, away I do I take taxi star?
Jano, I want to tell you, say, 2 months now, my transmission mash up, and I check everybody and can't hear nothing positive.
Yeah, hear me? Yeah, waste all that time I shop around and never call the experts. Winters Auto have them. Them have over 35 years of experience and them diagnose the problem and get back your transmission brand new. For them service excellent and efficient. Trust me, man. Yeah, hear me? Call them at 929-7040 or go to them at 106 Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13 and talk directly to the boss. Just tell them I'm me send you.
Wow, you big star. Yeah, man, respect my boss.
Yeah, try calling, cause trust me.
Winters Auto Spares and Repairs, good afternoon.
What a relief.
The Morning Connection is not your usual talk show. We aim to stimulate discussion and chart new paths to self-empowerment. So please join us, Minette and Percy, on The Morning Connection, Mondays to Thursdays, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Best 100 FM.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
Welcome back. Governor, you're there?
I am, ma'am.
All right.
Yes,
so just tell me what has been going on now with Spanish Town.
Yes, ma'am. When the police come by, they were standing there smiling because when the police went to make an arrest, they were standing there while the ticket is given out, right? The ticket is given out by the doctor that went to see the patient, right? The nurse withdraw from the crowd.
Yes.
Anyhow, when the doctor come to me, I noticed the doctor was very cautious. The doctor is telling everybody good morning, and the doctor asks them their symptom, and the doctor choose the most dangerous sickness.
Urgent.
I'm getting a feedback now. To give the ticket to, and who must come back tomorrow. The doctor reached to me. The doctor never say morning to me. The doctor take my ticket. As she take my ticket, I don't really want to say she or he, but anyhow, I want to cover the doctor because we have some good time after. I don't want to expose the doctor.
Yeah.
Anyhow, the doctor didn't say hello to me. Take my ticket. So I said, good morning. So the doctor frightened and said, good morning. And I said to the doctor, can I ask you a question privately? I slowly said to the doctor, what's your name? The doctor gave me her name, so I'm not going to give you the doctor's name.
Yes.
All right. The doctor gave me my pass-through. That means I'm badly sick to see the doctor. Anyhow, somehow I got through, but the police was there with them. When I go through, I saw the police there about an hour and a half, 2 hours in a crime country like this. a country like this, police is bodyguarding sick in the hospital or have that time to spend about 2 hours in the hospital for trivial matters. Nothing say trivial matter, you say nothing. So then, I speak to a senior down there, because they find out down there that I will call the talk show. And the senior tell me that when I call the talk show, tell the talk show that it's a government problem. 6 doctors supposed to be in here this morning, and it's only 2 to look after near 400 patients over the clinic. So what I'm trying to say this morning,
yes,
Mr. Wholeness and Mark Golding, they don't fit. That means PNP. All right, let me just wrap it up this way.
Mm-hmm.
All PNP and Labour Right are in the lead. They are 2 people. And I am saying to you that the country is not running good. The lawn gone down in the hospital, down there, I'm a witness. The lawn, the car are parking on the lawn.
Oh.
The place became shambles.
Yes.
Shambles, yeah, man.
To check the Maypen Hospital.
So,
because nothing not going on there again. And you know Maypen Hospital have a way of break away out of the right way. So it gone down the car, them are parking on the lawn at the front beside the gate, and everything gone down.
No
water is in the hospital sector. Can I make another point briefly?
Yes, yes, we're taking a note of them because we're going to follow up.
Yes, ma'am. Put me before charge me. Let them take me to the court if I'm telling lie to. The lawn gone down, everything mashed down in Maypen Hospital. The COVID testing is not working too. That you go to and they talk to you through the COVID. I don't know that computer thing.
Yes.
Not working.
Okay.
You just step in and a little rubbing on your hand and you're going down Maypen Hospital.
Oh, you mean the monitor,
down,
okay.
And it seems like it's not the doctor problem down there as I speak to a senior. They say it's the government.
Yeah, because if you're supposed to have 6 doctors and you only have 2.
Dealing with over 400 patients.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Because I was going to say to you that it is good that at least the police made time, because if the police didn't make time to come, they would have probably closed the clinic for fear, or, in relation to wanting to be able to assure the safety of the workers. So that is definitely a two-edged sword. You call them because you want the health workers to feel safe and comfortable to continue giving service, because even though the people are sick, not all of them are to the same degree of illness. It can get ugly, and it sounds like it did. At least it got noisy.
I'm here.
Yeah, but I thank you for sharing it with us. We are going to talk about it. I know there are hotspots and there's a crisis everywhere, but the truth of the matter is, if there's a crisis in the hospital and it's not looked after and people die like that, it is going to fuel the violence, because people not going to take it lightly that they don't have a place where their loved ones can get medical care in a country that is boasting about having some level of medical care. So thank you, Governor. I hope you are on the mend.
I did have another point, but I know it take a long time. I call you another day, and so...
What's your other point?
Let me just touch it.
Yes.
Please. I'm going to talk about the highway from New Longville to Penance in Clarendon.
Yes.
I'm a driver also.
Yes.
I drive on it the other day because I did stop driving for a time. What happened? Let me do it first. What happened to that highway? It's a very good road. But the people who mark the line, the line that the vehicles should travel in, they mark some of those lines in close. So when you're going around those the line in the road, you have to beat the line all the while because it's close, and then the road is wide enough. Okay. They left at least 10 feet, 8 feet for pedestrians, but they lined them too close. That's why so many people die on those roads.
Okay.
Or some friends on that road, some business people. The white line needs to be
the white line,
marked.
you do not cross line.
Yeah, they need to fix it in terms of the proportion where the vehicles must drive in. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes. All right, my brother. Thank you for sharing that.
Please let authority look on that line from New Longville, South Turn, up to Penn. maintenance. The line, the white line is too narrow to go around. You have to you have to get right in the line them. And if you don't know what you do to follow it, you turn over, they don't mark good. Miss William, I trust me. You see me, you hear me hurry back. Thank you.
All right, sir.
Then. Get well.
Get well.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Pastor, thank you on the prayer for me. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Bye.
All right, then, Governor. Bless you.
You too. Bless you. All right. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection.
Good morning. Love and respect.
Love and respect to you also, brother.
His hand is stretched out still, Mr. Minute.
What?
My hand is stretched out still. I want to start with a confession.
Yeah, what's the confession?
That I was very enraged in my spirit when I hung up with the program yesterday. But it didn't take very long to realize that I was most enraged with myself.
That I hope you're forgiven yourself and you're ready for us this morning.
And so myself, because for beating around the bush, so to speak, and not being as clear and as direct as I can.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and as we need. So let's see how you do this morning.
Yes. Pastor Percy, in the discussion, surrounding the teachers and so forth recently, he reinforced the point that there are teachers and there are teachers and then there are master teachers. I want to say what happens when the teacher is a deceiver. Then we would have deceivers and deceivers and master deceivers. So, Pastor,
I'm listening. Go ahead, man. You're making your point, man.
Okay, now, at a point in my adult life, I'm the desire of my heart and soul. I came to find out that Marcus Mosiah Garvey was the most elaborate scammer politician.
Okay. That's what you believe.
No, that was a terrible experience for me at that time. Coming out of that experience, more or less, took the brunt to cut away completely the perspective of the greatest scammer politician, completely away from the perspective of the world's most perfect example of a politician, in the person of Haile Selassie I. Now, therefore, when we look at our nation, when we look at our chosen nation.
Before you continue on that path, please, I have to ask you this. It would be, I don't want you to go too far without justifying or just giving the reason why you concluded that Marcus Garvey is a scammer politician. All words have meaning and they have weight. And if you speak like that about a man whom the rest of the country regards as a national hero,
I understand perfectly, Sister Minette.
Especially you use such ugly words, scammer politician. Why would you say that about a man whose philosophies are there?
Please, I pray thee.
How did he scam you? Tell me.
I pray thee.
No,
I can totally substantiate that. But it cannot be, well, I just need the opportunity.
No, before you go any further, you would need to say, why were you disappointed by Marcus Garvey to the point that you have called him a scammer? We know what a scammer is,
I cannot afford the credit to
Then
no, all right. So okay, no, all right.
But you,
What I want to go on to say.
No, I'm not going to permit you to go on to say it unless you have to explain why you have used those words before you can go on. And the reason I'm insisting on it, my brother.
I only need opportunity to do that.
No.
I only need opportunity to do that.
You notice that in this democracy, 3 persons are saying to you no.
No.
If we have to listen to you, you would at least need to state.
What you can do, you can write us a letter. Write us a letter explaining it, but you're not going to get airtime for this. I'm telling you that. It's not going to happen.
Okay. So, oh my God, it's not so hard to understand that I only need opportunity.
Write us a letter, my brother.
No,
explain yourself in writing.
Let's pause for a moment. Rasmandito.
Opportunity cannot be at the cost of my credit. I cannot afford.
Rasmandito. You have the ears of not just the 3 of us here talking to you, but the listeners on this radio station. It would be very... Pause. Please pause. It would be irresponsible of us to allow you to continue to make a point based on a statement as damaging as the one you have just made without your justifying that statement. First, I asked you directly, why have you called Marcus Garvey a scammer politician? How did he scam you and give you false information regarding politics? It's personal to you, and I know it's your opinion. But if you want my ears and the ears of those who are listening to us, you need to say it first, because understand this. Every man is entitled to have an opinion about things.
I understand you.
So we're not denying you your opinion, but if you want to publish it on the program that we have, you got to do it in a way that is respectable. And right now you have breached something that is fundamental for us.
Well, let me make a start in this way. Let me see how far I can reach.
No.
Can we start that? Sorry?
Well, yeah.
What has happened is at the time. No, but
let me hear how he's starting. How are you starting?
Can we start at Nahum chapter 1 verse 1?
No, sir. This is not Nahum's problem.
This is what I'm saying.
That is not the prophet's problem. You, Rasmandito, said Marcus Garvey has scammed you and led you astray regarding politics. I'm making it clear that is you said. So you've got to be telling me that I had the expectation of X or Y, and when I read his words and believed them and moved in accordance with them, I was disappointed and I discovered that he had set out to deceive me. Remember, is Marcus Garvey personally known to you?
Well, let me say this just a minute.
Yes.
I did not witness Marcus Garvey in the flesh.
So then why are you calling him a scammer?
Hold on. But in my flesh, in my own flesh,
yes,
I have been a personal, evidential witness against a seed of falsehood. No, I call
seed
it
of
a
who?
seed of falsehood.
Right.
Yes.
The seed of falsehood,
yes,
as I refer to.
But perhaps
I call them, listen to me carefully, throughout the whole media landscape of Jamaica. All those that I would refer to as Garveyites on the lock that declare to be the voice or face of Rastafari, I am witness against all of these individuals.
But you know that all those individuals may call you the scammer. All those individuals may say you did not understand.
Just a minute. I challenge an open and public debate with any amount of these individuals.
All right, I see where you are in your thinking. Okay. I see where you are. We're not going to be able to. We're not going to be able to give you a platform for that challenge or for proceeding in this way. We want persons to be respectful, even of the memory and the legacy of others who have put their shoulders to the wheel and shared their ideas and their philosophies to make this country great. If you're one of those persons, you will thank me that one day in the future, someone will speak kindly of you and will not call you a scammer or a deceiver. We're going to take another call now. You're going to be enraged in your spirit again, but I trust that you will settle. And when we speak again tomorrow, it will be better. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection.
Hi, morning. How you guys doing?
Hi, Corey. How are you?
I'm here, man.
Mm-hmm.
I like the program yesterday morning.
What did you like about it? May I try to remember?
A whole heap of things were said.
Yeah, man. The basic idea of the program was about challenging the system.
Okay.
Well, boy, that's all of our programs.
That was
But-
the basic
yes, but
idea
yes.
of the program, man.
Yes, I was calling out the lawyers and the experts and those who have a passion for various things to challenge the system. Yes. Tilting at windmills.
And we
as
can do
always.
it.
We can do
It's
it.
not
What's up
tilting
with
at
you this
windmills.
morning?
It's not tilting at
Yeah, man.
all.
Because even yesterday I was at I don't know what police station name now. It's a police station downtown.
Mm-hmm. Central.
That deal with the traffic.
Oh, by Ellison Road?
Ellison Road, yeah. And while there was a gentleman there who got a ticket for running contrary to his road license.
Mm-hmm.
However, the man in charge them couldn't release the vehicle because he never get a summons. He has to get a summons first before he can release the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And the ticket is a temporary summons.
Mm-hmm.
And I had looked through the road traffic act and I don't see in it where the ticket is defined
As a temporary summons, aye.
And I didn't see where summons is actually required. I saw where a ticket is required for such an offense.
Yes. Good student, Corey. How did it end?
I mean, people who go to traffic court don't really challenge these things.
They got to either pay or get out quickly. How did it end for that gentleman?
Well, an ex-police officer came and took his documents and did the release.
I celebrate with the man.
Because some of the times they do things, and even some of the times the police.
But now I understand why you loved yesterday's program, because you'll be surprised at what you will experience when you are bold enough to raise a challenge.
Yep.
And stick with it.
I dare say that's dishonesty on that
the part of
policeman's behalf.
yeah.
It's
So,
dishonesty.
some of it is ignorance, Lowell, because they come in there seeing people are do things away, and they continue.
Yes, it's
Because
true.
they themselves don't
It's
challenge.
ignorance. It's ignorance.
Yes. Sorry, Corey, go on.
But I had a similar experience in the courts.
Let me hear Corey now. The tone of me all the time. Me only get Corey on here.
Yeah, man, even my own experience in my vehicle was seized. I took about 4 days to get my summons.
Yeah. So
and in this 4-day period, it would have cost me because I would have to pay a storage fee.
Right.
per
Oh,
day.
yes. Yes.
And one of the things that I went to a police station and because I was curious to ask them how long should it take for them to serve a summons. The police officer said it is to the police officer's discretion.
So if him never serve the someone, you not get back a vehicle. Foolishness. Nothing go like that. Nothing go like that.
Ignorance.
But they grow up. When we say ignorance, we mean lack of knowledge.
And say a system.
We just say lack of knowledge and that's why we're talking about the importance of knowledge. They don't pursue acquiring it, and they are bullies. So they just sit back, and the citizen is always at a disadvantage because you don't have gun and you don't have uniform.
I had to pursue the summons because even while I was at the police station yesterday, I had to walk to Water Lane to the Transport Authority office for a Transport Authority inspector to write the summons for the officer.
Yeah. All right. Well done. Well done.
So it was he in question or
no, he said while he was there was a man.
Okay.
But just sometimes the knowledge. I've been in many situations, as Corey's saying, where sometimes you just add your knowledge to the pot, so your brother or your sister can fight harder and better with great effectiveness.
I must say though that I've had very good experience with the police. Believe me, I cannot complain. The truth is, the ones that I've come across, they have been courteous, they have been understanding, they have been very good. So I have had very good experience with them.
But But I want to show you a parallel here. You know, while I was at police station on Monday, the officer in question came to the station and told us he could not write my insurance because he is trying to get out a bike for a gentleman. And while he said that, he was saying the female officer said, a man like this, if you look, this one a businessman and him have money and one or something.
Yes.
Yes.
And you get an insight into how they think and how they, and you know, some of it, oh boy, I tell you, we won't make any judgments. But one thing you know, you have to be prepared to educate yourself on whatever issue you're having and use your voice.
And it go both ways, because you also have some of the men out there who makes their job difficult. We can't deny that. You know?
Somebody online is saying very cynically to your problem there. What you outlined is that if the police write the ticket, him can't eat a food, which is, you know, a very, very relevant consideration. You can make him an offer as long as the ticket is not written. After him write it and there's a record, then it's up to you and the court. Although he could also lose it and not show up, but then that is more work.
But that happened to me in one instance, you know. them man say I run a traffic light. And I said, no. So I said, may I go to court? And after 3 times, the judge said, I was adamant. I did not run a red light. And the circumstances were where the zinc factory used to be, there is a highway.
Oh, yes.
And I said, no, sir, I didn't run no red light. Because if I'm turning on the light, turn on, but me can't stop in the Migley Road, but say turn red light. So the lady who came after me, I said, me run the red light to the matter, I have to shut up her mouth. So I was adamant. No, sir, I'm not. And I went to court first, and I'm so you're doing here. It's not reach. Second time. And then finally, the judge look and say, I heard it. The police officer talking to the judge said, so far, you're free to go, Mr. Palmer. I said, because I was persistent. I never run a red light.
You are Percy. All right. Corey, we got to run because we have another caller. But I celebrate you for sharing that small victory of the citizen. I hope others who hear it are encouraged and can very safely advocate for themselves. All right, my brother, later. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
African morning. Morning.
I love it how African always sound like we're sitting at breakfast and just chatting. What's happening? What's for breakfast?
The producer.
Producer, hail up.
Yeah.
Big up, my brother.
Emancipation Day, you play over a tape there, Miss Mary.
Which one? Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we repeated one of our shows, yes.
You know, so the man that we talked to a while ago, you know, it's independent. A lamb blast Marcus Garvey.
Oh, listen to me. I remembered that someone had called and said Marcus Garvey was the greatest. The same thing. And I was trying to remember who had said it. And he hadn't explained it. I think we had left it for another time. So when he repeated it this morning, I was ready. Because it had resonated in my spirit from that time. You know, sometimes, African, I'm going to say this before you lambast him. There are times when we have ideas and we express them in a certain way and they come out bad. I was trying to give him an opportunity to very clearly and, you know, in a tight way, just explain himself, because I know that it's not within him to discredit Marcus Garvey. But whatever his experience is, and he said it's not Marcus Garvey, it's those who are applying the words of Marcus Garvey and who turn out to be a disappointment. So I just want to, I at least got that out of him before we had to move to another call. We're at the break. I want you to make your point. At least give me a minute so that I'm asking the producer to give me a minute to talk to you before we take the break. So go ahead, African.
Miss Mary, take the break, me wait.
All right, good. Love you for that.
A difference you can hear, a difference you can feel.
Best FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
People, are you listening?
If you choose to remain at home after an evacuation order has been issued, you do so at your own risk.
Get down! Heed the warning!
Veg Printers for all your printing needs. We specialize in calendars, flyers, brochures, and more. Call us today at 968-7506. That's 968-7506. Or visit us at 4 East Bloomsbury Road, off Hagley Park Road. Veg Printers, your best choice in printing.
What should a taxi service do for you? On-Time Taxi Service is more than just a ride to the other side of town. They offer clean and spacious vehicles, reliable service, and promise to always look out for their customers. They'll come when you call and take you where you want to go on time.
You can call us on 926-3866.
We are something special on the road.
Half a tree, one and drive, half a tree. Bossy, away, I do I take taxi start?
Jano, I want to tell you, say, 2 months now, my transmission mash up, and I check everybody and can't hear nothing positive.
Yeah, hear me? Yeah, waste all that time I shop around and never call the experts. Winters Auto have them. Them have over 35 years of experience and them diagnose the problem and get back your transmission brand new. For them service excellent and efficient. Trust me, man. Yeah, hear me? Call them at 929-7040 or go to them at 106 Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13 and talk directly to the boss. Just tell them I'm me, send you.
Wow, you big star. Yeah, man, respect my boss.
I try calling you, cause trust me.
Waiters Auto Spares and Repairs, good afternoon.
Ah, what a relief.
Looking to clean your vehicle super clean? 123 Clean Car Wash, located at 2 1/4 Osborne Road, Kingston 10. Entrance on Grove Road, below Tropical Battery. They wash and vacuum, undercarriage wash, engine wash, polish and compound, shampoo and detailing. Call them at 876-631-3400. 123 Clean Car Wash, the best in the business for a cleaner wash.
1, 2, 3, believe me, it's so easy. 1, 2, 3.
For a better choice in all your electrical supplies, A, authorized 3M dealer and better brand names. B, better service including free island-wide delivery. C, all major credit and debit cards accepted. It's ABC Electrical Sales, shop number 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We make your electrical jobs as easy as ABC. Call 754-3825-8 or fax 754-3659. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
Good morning and welcome back. African?
Yes, Miss Milton.
Tell me now, sir. Marcus Garvey.
This is a morning, Miss Milton. Emancipation morning. And me hear the tape. And me I say it's a play over tape that. Miss Milton play. I'm the last one company, you know.
Okay.
I mean, I said, but Miss Milton supposed to have 1 year with a tape there, you know.
and that's the one she choose on the Emancipation Day.
And the one they come out, my brethren. Miss Milton, for that, me upset, you know, Miss Milton. And this man, I get around, you know, every time I come with the same thing, you know.
Well, I see here somebody telling me that he tried to do the same on Jerry's show and they cut him off too.
Mr. The man, Miss Milton, that is a play over tape, you know.
All right, African. We're going to mark that tape.
You know, that's how I'm going to I feel like you're with him a little, you know.
No, my name no Sabinat with him.
Hey, me I tell you,
well, he's not in doubt this morning. But, you know, he may say that we have not heard him fully on it. But the truth of the matter is, if you start bad, you're not going to get an opportunity. Better him did explain all that him did want to say and then say either the people have misrepresented Marcus Garvey or Marcus Garvey is no good. But, yeah, that path is not a profitable path where he was going. Yes.
Oh, no. I'm going to mark for him. I'm going to Marcus Garvey a scammer.
Well, you can hear what happens sometimes, African. 'Cause every time I hear the word strong together, it upset me. It's not even something to talk about. We're not going to use Marcus Garvey's name in that context.
Same sentence.
And I tend not to do that with people who dead and gone because they can't defend themselves. That's why they say you don't speak enough to dead.
The man come by your show, I try binically show, you know.
We won't allow it to succeed. We wipe it from memory. You see how Isaiah spoke in the prophecy against the wicked people and the oppressors? Not even their children will survive to talk about it amongst themselves.
And him don't talk against the wicked people them and the oppressor them. Him have nothing to say about the Queen. I don't hear say nothing about the Queen.
Well, usually
nothing
he
about
does.
the PNP and the GLP.
No, man, he does.
He does.
Huh?
He does.
This minute Marcus Garvey me a deliberate pan.
No, but he has called the show.
Do it.
He has called the show many times.
Miss Minute, you hear me now?
Yes.
You hear me now?
Yes.
And me a listening as well, you know.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, the man has called the show many times and spoken on many other things. There's only twice he has called and attacked Marcus Garvey in that way.
So he attack the Queen same way?
Well, me not as careful about the Queen as I am about Marcus.
Him not attack the Queen, man, and him not attack him not attack Queen for attack.
All right, listen.
And the man dead and gone and that defend the only man in the world will defend the African them. Him in compare show attack.
All right, so you have done a very good defense, and I thank you for it. I have another call to take now, though, African. We're going to forgive him.
One
ahead.
more thing, Miss Minetti.
Say it,
no, forgive him. I mean, he's not like you, Miss Minetti.
All right, sir. Me forgive him.
Me not forgive him. One more thing, Miss Minetti.
Go ahead.
We hear a policeman company, weekend news.
Mm-hmm.
The president for the police, them.
Yes.
Federation.
Them did a bury one police.
Yes.
And him company mic and talking in the church. And him saying one the people of Jamaica hold the government accountable for what going on in and now. But even now him never give me no idea how to hold them accountable.
Yeah.
So, you have any, me not ask you for your idea, you know. But I like him company showing him his unity.
And he has spoken to us before, you know. We'll make a note of it.
Mr. James.
Because
Mrs. Minute just does that. Get him back and make him come tell you how we feel deal with them, yes?
Yes, all right, brother. Yeah. Thank you.
Give thanks to Minute.
Cool. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection.
I try again, please.
Rasmandito, no. I think maybe you need to let the tempers cool a little bit before you try again. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome.
Hi, Mr. Paul.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you, Mr. Paul?
Yeah, man, blessed, you know. The gentleman there.
Yes. Mandito.
Yeah, Mandito. Yeah. Mandito, you have to do all your thing in a year. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
I don't know, because Marcus Garvey, I want the powerful black man of the world. Warrior. And if Bandido or Bandido, you call it.
Mandito.
Bandito. If him read Marcus Garvey philosophy.
Yes.
Right? Marcus Garvey book. Marcus Garvey philosophy. Him would have known definitely. I know he's the thing, I know he's the work Marcus Garvey doing.
Yes.
To do them work there, you have to really brave, you know, I say. Marcus Garvey sick and dead, and lucky. You understand? So, me don't know where him really come with and come from or what really depend. You know, me I wonder.
You're curious.
Something happened to him like that. You know the man we call
Branch.
We call the police and say more do. And social media say more.
All right. So here's the thing now. You see, because I didn't allow Rasmandito to go into detail with what he's saying, we can't discuss it behind his back. And I'm not, well, certainly, even if I were prepared to let it go for another minute or two, I am alone in that. The man them in the studio said enough with that. So let's talk about your issue so we don't have to try to figure out what's happening with the rap.
All right. Can I ask the engineer in clear condition or I'm dark?
Our engineer?
Yeah.
Our engineer is, what did Solomon, it's in the book of Solomon?
Dark and comely, yes.
Our engineer is dark and comely.
Oh, I'm dark.
Yeah.
When him say never have no problem with the police.
Oh no, that was my husband who is tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah, we could say husband now, but
him and not the engineer, but the producer.
Oh, not the producer. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
The engineer.
All right,
yeah,
the producer and Pastor Percival have the same amount of yellow in their skin.
Okay.
You met Pastor Percy? Oh, you see Pastor Percy on the videos, maybe?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, them have the same amount of yellow.
But him really lucky, him lucky.
I am the darkest person in on the team.
And me, they experience some police.
But you see, you have locks. Do you have locks?
No, me that rasp, but me no lock.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But in all right. Okay.
Lowell is exceptionally charming with policemen.
Oh,
and they are very kind to him.
We are red, we don't go with them most of the time.
Yeah.
How me look, come and know some But I tell you, say, need some experience with some of them sometimes. Because some little youth call the boy sometimes.
Oh,
yes.
Well, I tell you, I've not had a bad experience. If a crossword is exchanged between me and a policeman, it's me started.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lady still,
Well, you see, there's always a reason why there is a different. Sometimes I'm impatient and I'm like, you know what, just give me a ticket.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I've had good experiences with police, good and bad. So I guess.
It's when you tell them about ticket, they don't like it, because they like negotiate.
Okay, well, that's why I say ticket.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
go ahead with your point. Sure.
Yeah. The thing that with Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
We're not going to hear how much the real cost.
Well, let me put it this way. Unless there's a court order, we will not get another figure, because if we get another figure that is more or less, it would mean the first one was a lie. And there's nobody who is going to put themselves in that position of just being caught giving an inaccurate or a false account. So unless there's a court order involved. But the Advocates Network have put out a number of press releases in recent days. One of them was about that issue. And I suspect this is where now we talk about the follow-up. Because if you put out a press release and you have called for certain information and you don't get it, you must now get the court order. So let us see
access to information.
Let's see if persons are going to be dogged and pursue it and bring it to a right conclusion.
But it really look good enough. So them fire the England Prime Minister there.
Yes, and now them have a shiny new one.
Corrupt. And I like saying that corrupt, But them lose trust in it.
Which is an important thing.
And that's,
most important. But as you talk about the Prime Minister, do you know, I read an article that says that it's the first time, and as Paul, we are going to say bye-bye because we are wrap up here now still. Thank you for calling. I'll make a comment afterwards.
Yes, Will.
No problem about that.
All right, my brother, thank you. Remember, you're sending me pictures. Don't forget to send me your St. Thomas pictures.
Yeah, man. Find them and
man. I don't like no to the island. The island.
Yes,
man, that's all right.
You can get it done. All right, thank you.
All
right, we're going to do our wrap-up. This is our new segment when... Oh, we have another call?
Yes.
Oh, good morning. Caller, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, morning. See you. Cut me off now. Can you wrap up?
Me nearly wrap up for you. No. They made space for your call.
Speak.
We never kill bird anyway.
Go
ahead.
Anyway, the man they were call about the hospital.
Yes.
A good man about half hour ago.
Yes.
They give him 1,000% of everything when they hear that.
Ah.
Because the hospital is totally dirty and filthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I have witnessed lots of things happening in my face. Nobody not telling me nothing. I have to stand up and shake my head.
First hand account.
And that kind of nurses was there.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So the total system is rotten. Completely rotten. Left, right, and center. Linked to the hospital, Spanish Town Hospital, Public Hospital, the University Hospital, name it. Because me personal, I'm not sure if it's me have that is the hospital in Jamaica.
Not Jamaica.
And me personal is an asthmatic. But my asthma don't take me a regular base. But like say a year or two, I forgot to have it.
Yeah. So you've been exposed to the health system on a national level.
That is just my complaint when me have in my body, nothing more.
Yeah.
All right.
At time me visit my doctor let me know, boy, Mr. Wright, you're a very fit man.
All
Don't
right.
that your stomach is bothering you, it's just the asthma, nothing more.
Yes.
You understand me, I say?
Yes.
I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
But what that gentleman speak about the hospital, he is totally right. I agree with him. It's got totally disgrace in this 14 parish of Jamaica when it comes to the hospital. You hear that?
Yeah, so the highest...
The people who can find a little money to go to the private doctor. Otherwise, dog, me have no power to suffer. So that straight, I'm not...
So you know you're touching a major nerve here, because the minister who got rated the best performing minister, he is presiding over what you are calling
hospital.
No, the system that you have described and what the caller described before. He said it's in a shambles.
Yeah.
Of course, it's in a shambles.
Yeah. All right.
And caller, thank you for calling.
Thank you very much, because you know that we're in the wrap-up phase, but we're going to come back and look at health. Yes.
I hear this. One little thing before you go. May I make it clear? Who want vex back. But let me tell you something.
Yeah.
We have come from way back. You see Rastas, now all, those are the ones that say love at here. Enemy and life. Most of them will hear company here and talk. You hear me say? They're negative.
Okay.
So get that. Give thanks.
All right, give thanks.
Wow. But just 2 quick points in terms of trust. It's interesting that your name lists trust. So is it going to be mistrust or whatever? Because when that is lost, then things happen. But one keynote is a writer was saying that based on the top 4 positions in our cabinet, the Home Secretary, the Chancellor, and so on, is people of color and women. Them say no white man not there. So the Chancellor, the Home Secretary, and one other person, they're saying those top posts were being held by women and people of color. Interesting. Right. You talk about the brown enough.
Yes.
It's happening because the guy is from Somalia or something like one of those countries. From Ghana. Ghana. He's from Ghana, his parents.
Well, for sure I know the browning is a done thing. We're doing our wrap up now.
Yes, it is.
Producer, what have you to say? So you said me talk your business. Say, oh, you charm off the policeman them.
I know that. I'm respectful.
Yeah, but I made the point because it's very important how we behave and you know, conduct our conversation and so on. And makes a difference.
It does.
Makes a difference
you see
every
the policeman, Lord, I say, good morning, officer. How are you today? What have I committed and da.
No, I'm not asking them what has he committed.
What have I committed?
We're gonna work on your script.
No, man. No. Me just tell you what have I done, officer? What? And them looking at me and them saying,
your job is not
easy. I know that.
Not easy, and it's the first thing I acknowledge. Their job is not easy.
And we agree.
And we must agree
to be balanced.
That the bad ones among them are in the minority.
We agree with you.
Yeah.
There are good men and women out there working very hard, and we should acknowledge it. When they stop us, be patient.
Yes,
and you see,
be courteous.
And that's a general point to be made about civil servants, because even with Governor talking about the hospital, and he spoke about the doctor and so on, you see them operating under pressure. You might think they're the enemy until you get an inside look and you realize they're just as frustrated. They're just as anxious. Even the police that him say are bodyguard them against sick people. But they need to feel safe. If they don't feel safe, they're going to shut down the clinic.
Yes.
And the thing. So importantly, as we said, the way that you respond, and if people say, why are you smiling? a smile when somebody is frowning breaks. The silence breaks. It just dissipates what is happening. And so I said, good morning, officer. How you doing today? It changes the day because, as Lowen says, their job is not an easy job to do. It's
At the very least, they'll think you're insane and they need to handle you gently.
That's what you're thinking.
That's Minette's strategy.
Handle with care. This one not right. This one should not be smiling.
So like handle with fear. A black woman, not a good shot.
Now you have a black up.
Of an angry black woman.
No, I say good morning.
Oh boy, can I tell you, when it gets this time of the morning, I can't believe that we've been going for 4 hours, honestly.
Yes.
Because it always seems to sneak up on you. So let me say my thank yous before y'all think I'm mad. I thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody who has participated. We're trying to keep pace with the chat. Patrick, boy, I tell you, if only for your asking, we're gonna have a conversation with Baroness Patricia Scotland. We haven't actually made any outreach to her people as yet, but every time you remind me, I am reminded. So we're gonna see what we can do. If she, it's a sensitive time because there's much more to be revealed about the Kamina caper.
But we need to do it.
We do need to start making those outreach. Thanks to those on air, online, and in studio. Producer man.
and we are on course. Remember last week we had said we would have had the president of the JTA. We are confirming that she said yes, but confirmed she's in office new. But we're hoping that she'll be with us.
What kind of confirmation that include the word hoping? Say it again. Go again.
You're confirming the hope?
Yes, confirming the hope. As we said.
Well, good, everybody. I'm sure that the show is over.
Looking forward.
But yeah, we should be talking to her tomorrow.
Free flowing Thursdays from the Beginning Club.
Yes.
Remember, join us.
Join us, please. Say confirm the hope.
As a soldier, you have to always protect the border. On the battlefield we go.